Okay, friends, so now that we have our painting done, we're gonna go in and just retrace some of our lines with a Sharpie. Sometimes when you're painting, some of it gets into that black outline, and then that kind of messes up the contrast. See, like even in my eye. So you're gonna, with a big Sharpie, very slowly and press light on that Sharpie, because the painted paper can ruin the Sharpie pretty fast if you push too hard. You're just gonna go in and retrace all your lines, those black outlines, very nice and slow, so that they pop back out again. So I'm gonna do every piece. Look at the difference once I go in and outline that. Awesome. Okay, now that I've traced all my lines, I'm gonna go in to each section of my bird and do a pattern. Now you're gonna have a choice between oil pastels, which have a finer point, so they're nice for little details, and your slick sticks, which are also nice, but they're a little bit thicker, so sometimes you cannot get finer details with them. What's nice about the slick stick versus the pastel is that these eventually will dry and not smear, but the pastels smear. So I'm gonna think of that top beak of a pattern I wanna do. I can do a shape pattern or line pattern. A pattern is when something repeats over and over. So I'm gonna do a line pattern in the top of the beak, and I think I'm gonna do maybe straight and wavy lines. So I'm gonna do wavy, straight, wavy, straight. There, I've now made a pattern. Wavy, straight, wavy, straight, wavy, straight, wavy, straight. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is I am going to go in and do a pattern at the bottom of my beak. Maybe I'll try some oil pastels this time, and I think I'm gonna do some circles. So I'm gonna do a purple circle, and then a yellow. And you can see they're pretty much, they look very similar on the paper. Just one gets a little bit of a finer. But if I have any pastel done, I want to be careful not to move my arm across the paper, because that is going to smear on me. So now I have purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow, purple, yellow. So that is now a color pattern. So I'm going to then go in and do the top section of my head. Maybe I want to do some more slick sticks. Now that the top's done, I'm gonna think of something to do at the bottom. I have that bird done. I used a lot of interesting patterns, just like the artist John Dyer. I'm gonna think about what I wanna do in the background, and I wanna do an object pattern. So I'm actually gonna do some repeated leaf designs throughout mine. You can do something different. For leaves, I just do 2 curves, line in the middle, and then some diagonals coming through. But if you want to do a different type of shape or design in your background, then go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go, friends. That's all done. I have patterns in the background and all throughout my bird.